It's easy to take air travel for granted, but this airplane can weigh as much as 750,000 pounds and has 1 million different parts.
It's a giant machine driven by 50,000 of the best aerospace workers you're going to cross paths with, and then a huge supply chain behind it driving it.
As a boy, Rich Johnson was into model airplanes, but before formal aeronautics, he had a bumpy start at university.
I left the University of Washington and left my scholarship, and then I had to do some real soul searching. I was about 20 at that point.
Rich found his footing at community college before later earning an aeronautics degree. At the Boeing Company, he first worked on such military aircraft as the Stealth Bomber and F-22.
I was learning what the engineers really did and just kind of learning the ropes.
Switching to commercial aircraft, Rich made his name as a kind of fix-it guy. One of the first times was helping troubleshoot solutions when planes in the air get hit by lightning, which is more complicated when the wings are mostly non-metallic composite material that doesn't ground electrical energy like older metal structures do.
One of his first things was getting involved in isolating those metal elements from the rest of the structure so that potential for a spark wouldn't ignite. He came up with some very interesting patent applications in order to solve those problems, and really talented individual.
I woke up in the middle of the night with a dream,
and at 4 in the morning I had to get up and start drawing it out because I really wanted to get it down on paper.
So there's 1,400 of these clamps in various sizes in the wing of every 787 now.
He later helped with a high-profile battery fix on the 787. Along the way, Rich learned you don't fix anything so complex alone. It takes a team.
It's too big for any one person to do. You start to get involved with larger teams, you see that, hey, we're part of a bigger ecosystem, so to speak, and that picking a solution for your team may sub-optimize the solution and may not be the right solution for the overall product or company.
Rich was on his way to becoming a prestigious technical fellow at Boeing when a 2-year project to design and build his dream home with 25 subcontractors tilted his career path toward management.
And this was definitely the thing that really changed my mind, was working on this big project outside of work. So when I said that you're kind of surprised by where your influences can sometimes come from career-wise, this was a surprise for me.
A big part of teamwork is managing and capitalizing on all kinds of differences in order to come up with the most creative solutions.
Rich and I disagree on just about everything, but I think that's also indications of a healthy working relationship where you can speak freely and openly.
It's that knowledge of how to work with people, how to solve technical problems, and get the best out of the team is where Rich really shines.
Shout out to the 777X Doors team that got.
Rich currently leads the team designing aircraft landing gear, windows, and doors. At home, the trophies signal how Team Johnson shines in American Soapbox Derby, where the whole family is active at the local and national levels.
I got my son into it, and then a couple years later my daughter, and really got us drawn in, and now I'm involved with the organization as well.
Rich takes time to share his story with students at the University of Washington, bringing along a younger colleague whom he hired at the American Indian Science and Engineering Society conference in 2013.
And without AISES, I wouldn't have the opportunity to meet Rich. And if I hadn't met Rich, I wouldn't be at the Boeing Company.
Reduce a design or a process down to its bare essentials and really streamline it. That is a skill that will differentiate you.
He may not look it, but Rich has 25 years at Boeing, accruing insights and wisdom. Mentoring, he says, is a two-way street. Leadership, all about balancing generative vision with practical realism, and always treasure people.
Rich applied his technical ability as well as his leadership to come up with some unique solutions to the engineering to simplify things.
Rich is an engineer at heart, and he is also a great leader. A perfect example of a model engineering leader at the company.
It's a high consequence business in that if we pick the wrong airplane that our customers don't warm up to, it can be a huge mistake for our company. So really look forward to playing a larger role in influencing the direction our airplane products go and making sure that we remain the preeminent aerospace company.